Welcome back. Welcome back to Generation Me. I'm your host, Quinton.
And I'm your co-host, Keanu.
Modern day body image issues. That seems to be the flavor of today. With images like this,
Oh my
and this
God,
one,
what the fuck?
and this one, and this one. Today, I feel like people spend most of their time trying to build this perfect body instead of being satisfied with who they are or taking the initiative to change their body naturally, i.e., going to the gym, going for a run, dieting, etc. Now it seems like people are going under the knife, not for themselves, not to improve themselves. It's for shock value or to please someone or something in their life. I feel like that's why you see a lot of more depression, body dysmorphia than you ever have in the last probably 10 years. Everything is out front. Social media has made everyone's lives everyone else's problem. So if we feel sad, we post on social media. We feel happy, we post on social media. We want to make a podcast, we post on social media. And then if we post something on social media and it doesn't get the likes we want, we find some way to improve it. And oftentimes what we post the most are our own bodies. And then we get talked about in the comments and we want to change it. But we're changing it for the wrong reasons. Since you're a young man in this era growing up, do you see a lot of people trying to fit a certain aesthetic, be surgery or just hairstyles or things of that nature?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you would call them fads or that's the proper terminology to use. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, I see it both in men and women. Um, for the ladies, I've noticed, the enlarged lips. I've noticed the enlarged butts. Um, you can always tell when it's not natural. It's very, very blatantly obvious, right? The BBLs, the butt doesn't match the thighs, right? You walking out here, you enter the building, your butt is still trying to enter the building as well. The lips, the lips are just you look like a fish. Sorry, but it's too much sometimes. Um, Men, they have you could tell their natural hair is straight, but they just have the worst perm of all time. And then they come out here with the nappy, curly hair that they don't even know how to take care of because they've never had to before. And now all of a sudden they go to the salon, get it curled up. It's cool. And vice versa, you have guys that may get their hair straight because they think it's cool, whatever the case is. But I think it's just honestly, I feel like everything is just so like kind of broken up out here that people just want to like fit in. They just want to be what's hot, what's trending, and they want to do it fast. Remember, we mentioned patience a few episodes ago, and they don't want to go to the gym and get the right body. They don't want to do all that work. They just want to go get a surgery if need be, and just come out there looking like all the other quote unquote cool people. It's honestly what it is.
I mean, I actually agree with you. I think people just want to be loved and liked. Um, where that comes from, where that stems from, well, there's a multitude of different areas where self-love isn't, where it should be. It's not generated from the self. Sometimes it's from upbringing where they were not loved enough or they were not, invested in by parents. Or if they were invested in by parents and the parents did a good job raising them, they come out in the real world and the real world just will not accept them for who they are, then they'll make a change. And I think those are the two main ways that happens. Or people just want to get a rise out of folks. We know there's some people who go under the knife and they modify their face. They get like balls put up under their faces or like implant like a bone through their nose, and it's like, oh yeah, I want to be eccentric because that seemed to be the flavor of the day too. Eccentricity. People want to be eccentric. They want to shock folks because we know for a fact there's no such thing as bad publicity. So if I want to go out there and get like a crazy behind, modification, people gonna talk about it. It's gonna go viral. Then I get a following based on that virality or virility. So it does you know, give people that credence. It's kind of like how when people were doing pranks back in the day on social media, particularly YouTube, everyone started doing pranks. It was like, oh, let's see who can have the most elaborate pranks, and it ended up with these guys fake robbing a bank or kidnapping their friends and scaring the crap out of him, and they got in trouble for it. They ended up losing all their followers, things like that. That's where I think this beauty trend thing is going. I think we're getting to a point where we're doing so much extreme body modifications that we're starting to look like plastic dolls. And by the time people are 70 years old, we'll be unrecognizable. We'll be weird looking, skinny, dried out old people with big boobs, you know, big lips, a BBL dragging the floor behind us, you know, crazy behind eye colorations and Freddy Krueger nails. And or the guys, you know, fake abs, the whole everything's sagging, but the abs, they still holding on strong. Like we can't keep doing this to our bodies. We have one body, and to reverse a surgery takes a lot. As for instance, BBLs, they are extremely dangerous. They are the most dangerous cosmetic surgery we have. Any surgery is scary. My son had surgery. I've had surgeries. They're scary. And I'm going there. I'm going there. I'm getting fat injected into my behind, and the recovery time is horrendous. It is not the most pleasant thing. The smell, the possible complications, it's not worth it. Getting the fake abs. Now you want to put on makeup. Yeah, makeup is one of those things. I have no issue with makeup at all. Do you? My thing is, but just make sure the you you're doing is not so far away from the you that you actually are. Because sometimes we'll put on makeup, it's like Microsoft Paint, and then you know you start looking like me, and you know looking like Beyonce. That's too that variation is too crazy. It's too crazy. It's too great, and it can make people feel like they've been fooled. You are enough. You're beautiful enough. You're good looking enough. Put on a little makeup here and there. You're a bigger guy, bigger girl. Work out. Go work out a little bit. You know, you cannot tell me that working out is more strenuous on your body than going under a knife. And most of y'all don't make enough money to go to a proper surgeon. And you go to Miss Zubumafu down the street, and she put fist flat in your booty, and next thing you know, your booty falling off. It's crazy. You know, I would never let anyone who's not a certified NPI listed medical professional touch me in any way, shape, or form. You are good enough. So for young people, why do you think young people feel the need to look essentially similar, same aesthetic, the same talk pattern, the same whatever? Like even I know a lot of it is because the girls date a certain type of guy, and since you're a guy, let's talk about guys. Like girls say date a certain type of guy. Why are everyone moving towards that type of slow talking? Hey, what up, cuz? Like what? Why that type of aesthetic?
Well, before I address that point, I do want to say that, when it comes to the body, like if you work for it and you eventually get to that point, you'll be so much more satisfied with the outcome. You'll be so much more fulfilled with putting in all that work. Finally, you see the results of it, rather than just getting a surgery to do so. But to address your point, about why are people shifting their behaviors, shifting their, even in a sense, their values, and that's just simply because, again, everyone wants to be wanted. Everyone wants to be a part of something. From beginning of age, from when we were little kids to all the way up into high school. A lot of you guys that are probably around my age, now outside of high school, you're probably thinking some of the things you did in high school, and you're like, why? Why did I do it? Because you wanted to be a part of a group, you wanted to be a part of whatever the case is. So the motivational factor is they want, they see a trend. This is what people are doing. This is what's desired. This is what's wanted. This is what's hot.
Hmm.
Once people figure out that this is what's hot, that's it. They go for it. I remember when the Popeye chicken sandwich came out and it blew up. That was that thing that was hot. Lines were all the way down the block. Now, no one talks about a Popeye's chicken sandwich no more. I mean, it's just a regular sandwich. So it's, again, young people. I don't know, maybe our brains are developed, but we seek what's hot, we seek that and we want that validation of following what's hot. We
Yeah.
want to be a part of the crowd. We want to be a part of, oh, he's doing this and he's getting that. So if I do what he's doing, I'm gonna get that. Same deal with ladies. She's doing this and she got that. Shit, I'm gonna go ahead and do what she's doing to get that. It's I don't know how to fix it, honestly.
And I know for a fact. So for my millennials and my Gen Z guys, I don't want you to think I'm trying to beat up on y'all and saying that's strictly a Gen Z problem. The millennials, we did it too. Trust me. Oversized jerseys, Air Force Ones, we started that. Just so y'all know, that's ours. We started that. Stomping in our Air Force Ones. But I mean, y'all taking a lot of our old songs and remixing them. I mean, I ain't heard Lord in forever. Now Lord is all over TikTok. So we follow trends too, and we're getting on trends. We are BBLN too. We are Drake Abbing it up too. But the fact that I'm trying to figure out when is enough, and on top of that, I will give Gen Z credit. They've been very identity positive, body positive, right? You have people who are bigger people, and they're like, okay, queen, work it out, like you got it, like you sexy, you're beautiful just where you are. And then we tell people that, but then on the back end, we'll go and get some work done to fit in. So how are you guys, or people in general, you can answer that question. How can people say you're beautiful just the way you are, but then run to that knife or run to that Mac 10? I think makeup's called Mac. I don't know, ladies. I think it's called Mac. Correct me if I'm wrong. But get that Mac and they start, Van Gogh, freaking a Claude Monet, their face and shit.
I mean, I think that I'm gonna get cancer for this.
What?
But I
It's your
mean,
opinion.
honestly, it
It's your
all
opinion.
boils down to just being honest. No one is honest no more. Like everyone is so afraid. Again, it's the truth hurts. All right, it simply does. Reality is often disappointing. Okay, now maybe for some of you guys that's not true, but what my point is people aren't honest with the the truth about things, and when you're not honest with things, it makes people live in a fantasy. So when people start to live in a fantasy and they start to believe that, oh, I am beautiful, right? Oh, I am this, quote unquote. But there's way more detriments to how their body is, or how they're, someone, let's say someone gets 5, 6, 7, 8, Botox and BBLs and all this stuff, and people are still saying, oh yeah, you're beautiful, keep doing it, girl. Like I see you, like you're damaging the body. Then
Yeah,
eventually it's gonna catch up. And again, men and women, those of you, again, I'm not trying to like bash on people's body, and I don't really know how to like project this in a respectful way. But it's like, again, I do think that everyone is beautiful in their own way, and
mm-hmm.
everyone brings value to the table, period.
I agree.
Right. And it's obviously up to the person to figure out what they bring to the table and what their value that they have and all that. But what I'm saying is to be as respectful as possible. When you talk about someone who's, let's say, 700 pounds, and people are validating and saying that that person is beautiful, I'm not sitting here and saying that that person is not beautiful. What I'm sitting here and saying is that person needs to also, like, people need to be like, you're beautiful, but
You're not healthy.
you're not healthy. Health is number one before anything.
Health for wealth.
Health is number one. And so and there are big people out there that are healthy, and that's fine. But what I'm saying is, like, overall though, like, you can't it's getting to the point where people are validating people's looks over the detriment of what their health could end up
I
taking, if that makes
agree
sense.
1000%.
And again, to you guys, I'm not trying to like talk bad. I'm not trying to like just,
State your opinion. Like the fact of the matter,
you
my
know,
thing, our whole thing is this is an unapologetic podcast. We're not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. If you don't like what we're saying, it's very easy for you to you can argue in the comments. I will answer them. For the guys who've been and the girls have been hitting me up in the comments, I will answer the comments. We're not trying to make anybody feel bad, but I'm a bigger guy. You can see that. I'm not trying to hide. There's no filter on here. There's no photoshopping. What you see is what you get. My labs are great, but I know for a fact my joints are not. Sometimes I play basketball still. It hurts sometimes here and there, especially if I play too many games. That's a realistic thing. I'm not the best thing walking. I know I'm not ugly, but also I know I'm not the finest thing walking. And you can always enhance what you have. My thing is, back in the day, they had a song said, "Shape what your mama gave you." Well, let me put a spin on that. Enhance what your mama and daddy gave you. If you like, if you have nice little curves, accentuate your curves. But make sure you're not selling beauty for your health.
Yeah.
Because what happens is we keep validating those people who are oversized. They go online. They have like, there's a lady who's making $150,000 a year from sitting on cakes and eating cookies and pies and sandwiches. That's ridiculous. She's killing herself. There's a lady on Instagram, funny, it's always funny, but she loves sour cream. She puts sour cream on everything. She stack it up high, and it's like, baby, first of all, you have a beautiful face, and all that good stuff. And some of your food you make be looking good, but like the caloric intake, if you make it to 50, I'll be surprised.
And the thing about it is, like, people are willing to, like, the money. It's the love of the money, the clout, the fame,
The likes,
even like the pranks. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that do prank videos.
dangerous.
They're willingly going out to
Antagonize
ruin other people's,
day.
days, antagonize them, right? Pull pranks on them, where it's a scary prank, whatever type of prank it is, ruin their day to get some clout and to get some fame. And not only that, but they're putting themselves in dangerous situations. There's so many videos out there that are prank videos gone wrong.
Yep.
And it's like, again, you just have to balance you know, the image and the money and the fame with the health and the consequences. No one thinks before they act anymore. It's all acting. You got to sit and think. What am I doing? Who am I listening to? What
are their interests
you know
for you?
yeah, what is my purpose for doing this? All those things, but no one wants to do that. It's YOLO. That's
Yep.
all it is.
My whole thing is, you are important to you. You not base your whole persona, your whole life, your whole look on what social media or anybody says, including us. We're just two people online telling our point of view. But my whole thing is, what is important to you? If getting as many likes as possible is important to you, then do you, boo boo. But if you're trying to live but if you have some type of self respect and you love yourself more than you love the likes and people thumbing up and hearting your videos, then I say at least think before you make these decisions. Do not irreparably change your body. Do not change your mind. Do not change your heart. Do not change your face for anybody. My son don't like people interfering with our shots. It's funny, but yeah. But do not change yourself for anybody. Like we don't edit our videos other than put videos in or whatever, because we give it to you raw. We're not going to change anything about how we deliver our message. We might improve our gear, but we all going to be very straightforward with you. We want y'all to be considered our family, the Generation Me family. It's there's no judgment, all love. So I'll end it with this: you are enough. Don't let a person on the other side of a screen tell you how you should do with your body and how you should present itself. If you feel like you're good enough, you're good enough. You don't have to change your body for anybody. When you were born perfect, just the way you are. Any other modification you want to make, it's simply based off. It should be based off your own opinion, not someone else's. Don't do it for no man. Don't do it for no woman. Don't do it for likes. Don't do it for viral moments. We love you. God loves you. Thank you for joining us. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. If you want to be in the podcast or you want to just, shoot a topic, please let us know. Again, thank you. Peace.